Hey buddy, what's up?
Chris of Chris Chaotix on Twitch!
What? And yes, it is I.
Cloverfield 2 is officially happening, man! It's happening!
Does this mean we have to do Demodon 2 now?
No! Well, maybe. I don't know. Why aren't you more excited about this? Wait, why aren't you more excited about this?
This isn't the first time this announcement has happened, ScottsThoughts of YouTube.
Don't point out the facts and logic on me. And yes, I am ScottsThoughts of YouTube.
Uh-huh.
This is a big deal!
Okay, buddy. I have a feeling this isn't over for me.
Oh. It's not over for him. Oh no, people. It's not over for him. Well, holy crap, guys. This is something I never thought I'd see anymore after all the news, and I literally just did a video talking about how apparently J.J. Abrams hates Cloverfield and doesn't want to make another one. Well, apparently, that was a whole mess of thing. Alright guys, gals, and everything in between, so the big news dropped today. Cloverfield 2, the direct sequel, got announced. Again. I got a bunch of messages from people saying, dude, you are like my go-to Cloverfield guy. I need you to talk about this announcement. Screw your review of the little things, Cloverfield 2. I said, well, alright, I am kind of your... if I'm your go-to Cloverfield guy, which a lot of people have been. They really like my Cloverfield content because it seems like I kind of have an idea of the world, except for the comments section on my How Does Overlord Tie Into Cloverfield video that was made as a speculation before technically even the trailer came out of Overlord, and keyboard warriors are commenting on it literally up to this day. Going, actually, did you know that he confirmed that wasn't a thing? Yeah, no shit, dude. Okay, back to what I was saying, because obviously that has nothing to do with this. Cloverfield, they officially announced that they are doing Cloverfield 2, and in fact, they have a writer. Joe Barton has been tapped to write Cloverfield 2. Now, as far as where they are in the process, we don't know. We just know that Joe Barton is writing Cloverfield 2. If you don't know who Joe Barton is, he is working with Matt Reeves, who is doing The Batman, and he's doing his Gotham City Police show that's the tie-in to it, that's kind of like a dark, gritty cop show that's, from what I know, TVMA. But they tapped him now to write Cloverfield 2. He works with Matt Reeves, who directed Cloverfield 1, so there's obviously that connection there. Joe Barton, if you're like, well, what has he actually done right now that we can see? There is a film called The Ritual on Netflix. I have not personally watched it, but it is something that he has done. Okay, so what else do we know about the Cloverfield sequel? Well, we know that it is going to be an actual sequel to the first Cloverfield. Yeah, took like 13 years or so, but you get there in the end. It will be a direct Cloverfield sequel, which means that probably it will not tie into 10 Cloverfield Lane or Cloverfield Paradox. They might be spin-offs. They might still be in that universe. Obviously, I will gather every bit of clue for you guys like I always do. I will try and piece everything together, but as of right now, we need to just kind of assume that they're saying, okay, yeah, 10 Cloverfield Lane and Cloverfield Paradox were an experiment of where the franchise could go, but this is the true dedicated sequel. This is the actual continuum of that story. I really hope they bring Lily back. You know, I kind of gave like a dry bit of humor in the beginning saying like, oh yeah, they've announced it again. But they never technically announced a cancellation of Cloverfield 2 when he moved over to HBO. But now this is Bad Robot Paramount, so I guess that's how they legally got the logistics around that figured out. But, so technically the Cloverfield sequel that J.J. Abrams said was happening still is happening. But now the real development is, because I know the news articles are saying, and I'll probably put it in the title description, that Cloverfield has officially announced its sequel. Yes, it is official. But in a way, they're just kind of announcing, hey, we got a screenwriter now, guys. Now, I've been burned a few times by them announcing the Cloverfield sequel, so I am still a little more skeptical. I am giddier than a schoolgirl on the inside. I am like a 13-year-old girl at a One Direction concert, or what are the kids listening to these days? But you get my point. It's like I'm screaming on the inside about how excited I am for this. The other thing we know is that it will not be found footage. So they're not going the found footage angle. So any of you guys who were like, oh, Cloverfield made me kind of nauseous and all of that because of the shaky cam, they're not going to do that. J.J. Abrams has been very public about that from like 2009 even, when they were originally going to make the Cloverfield sequel, is they were like, yeah, it worked as a one-off, but we'd like to do it in different ways. So I think it's safe to say that at best we're maybe going to get like a segment or two that would have found footage, but that's just my speculation as like a tip of the hat. But no, it's going to be a traditionally shot movie. So all of you who probably would be skeptical about watching another Cloverfield movie, now it's in a format that won't make you throw up if that's your kind of vibe. So I'm excited about all of that. And yeah, it is just a direct Cloverfield sequel. Joe Barton is writing it, who basically works with Matt Reeves. So, well, actually, he does factually work with Matt Reeves. So there's actually a lot going on here, and it's exciting. It's exciting, and I know there's probably some people out there who are nervous because Joe Barton is a relatively new writer. But if you went back in time to 2008 when Cloverfield came out, people would have been like, who's this Matt Reeves guy? Oh yeah, well now Matt Reeves is the guy who did the Planet of the Apes trilogy, Let the Right Me In or Let the Right One In, I forgot, it's been years. And he's literally everything he's touched has turned to gold. So it's one of those things that you have to say. And then as people were skeptical when 10 Cloverfield Lane was coming out, and they were like, who's this Dan Trachtenberg guy? He did a Portal fan film. Oh yeah, now Dan Trachtenberg is considered one of the forefronts of a lot of these newer, more ambitious directing projects. See what I'm getting at here, guys? He's a new guy, but he's being selected by J.J. Abrams and Matt Reeves and all of these people for a reason. I have faith in the guy. Yes, I am very excited, and I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of information, because I did one of these videos a couple years back, and I'm doing it again. So I'm saying, yes, Cloverfield 2 got announced, or more so, they have a screenwriter, they're working on it, it's a direct sequel. We don't know if it's going to tie 10 Cloverfield Lane or Cloverfield Paradox in. I doubt it. But yes, dedicated sequel's finally happening. My boy Clover's coming back, I hope. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited about this film? Don't forget to like and subscribe. I got plenty more videos coming to you. Hit that bell notification. It's what the hip kids are doing. Love you guys.